Hey everyone, Chris here. It is a perfect day to smoke Baren HH Pure Virginia. This is a blend that will be sorely missed. But you know, after watching that long interview with the STG spokesman there, there is a chance that this might come back after the acquisition. I think he said that there's a 99.9% chance that some of these blends that are beloved will start slowly coming back as they try to reintroduce them to see how well they do. And I'm willing to bet that more of these HH blends would be potentially first in that selection. There's no guarantee which blends will get back, but most likely whatever's been the best selling. But it is sad this one's going away, because to me, this blend from Baren is the quintessential Virginia. I don't think there's any that, I haven't tried them all, and I'm sure some of you out there probably have tried the majority of them. There is one, I never did try the Sutliff 507C Virginia slices, and I know that's pretty standard, but in my opinion, HH will give you kind of the full gambit of what Virginias have to offer. And most of us do know this, but for anybody that's watching this that doesn't know, what makes this tobacco special is because it's produced with that same perfection and quality that Baren products offer. So when you get it in the tin, they're like perfectly lined up in a gold wrapper, all evenly cut, perfect moisture level, perfect. You couldn't get a better moisture level in a tin tobacco than this blend. And they perfect smoking qualities. You can fold it and stuff, you can rub it out easily, and it will take to its first charring light, and it'll smoke evenly, it'll smoke beautifully down to an ash. This is probably my 5th or 6th bowl of this, and I opened my tin about a month ago, so it's been aging, and this is the first bowl I've had of this where there's a sweetness that's really come out now that wasn't there when I first opened it. My tin was a couple years old when I bought it, but now it's been aged in a jar for a month, and there's a sweetness there that wasn't there my first 5 or so bowls. Now that is a really pleasant surprise. I'm going to relight this. Of course, it's harder with the church warden. Let me put this down. Wow. Wow. I'm actually totally blown away right now. I mean, this is in real time. This is a fairly sweet smoke now. Now, the last thing I smoked in this was Orlik Golden Sliced. However, since then, which was about a month ago, I have reamed this bowl out, and I've changed the filter in it. So it can't be just residuals. This is genuinely sweet. It's actually sweetening the tip of my pipe. That's my first experience with HH Pure Virginia being sweet. Wow. Delicious, though. Oh my gosh. I'm sad to see this one go. It's a perfect Virginia. There is no downside to this. Burning quality is spot on, perfect. Let me tamp it down a little bit. Oh geez, I might have to go buy another box of this. I have 7 ounces that I purchased when I found out that the line was going out. But now I'm wondering if that's enough. I really am. I feel like this is my favorite Virginia. If I want more flavor that's a little bit more poignant, a little bit more lively, I might go with Orlik Golden Sliced. But what you're going to get with, and compared to my first impressions video, this is more, I've had a bunch of bowls of this now, and I've let it age, so I'm going to give this as a final review. All the same things I said in the first video, and I'll recap that, which is that this is a very bready, prominently bready Virginia. It's not super dark. It's not super light. Actually, I wouldn't say it's really light at all. However, it's very grassy and very hay-like in typical Virginia fashion. So if you want straight Virginia, you've got it. And I'm so pleased to find that this has actually become like a sweetgrass type of flavor. There is a bit of a floral, tea-like essence, but not nearly as strong as Samuel Gawith Full Virginia Flake in that essence. And it has some of the similarities to Orlik Golden Slice, in that it's a little sweet, and there's a bit of that lemonade type flavor, but not as prominent as Orlik. It's taken on more of a subtle dark fruit flavor, as opposed to a higher citrusy flavor that Orlik might offer. But as Orlik has aged for me, and in 2 years in a jar, Orlik went from a very like high sweet lemonade to more of like a more like orange citrusy, a darker type of lemonade almost. But HH is just so nice, smooth, right in the middle, soft. Burns nice and cool for a straight Virginia. I've never had troubles with this making my pipe too hot. So what you're going to get is a, not biscuity to me, but a bready, sweet grass, little bit of a light essence, a flavor of dark fruit in there. Not as much as Capstan Original. And what's so beautiful about this flavor is that it really can satisfy your whole tongue. And what I mean is, I've noticed, especially this past month, as I've been, really trying to get into reviewing the tobaccos that I've got cellaring, I noticed that some of them only appeal to part of my tongue. Like some tobaccos I smoke, I taste it more in the front of my tongue, or more in the middle of my tongue, or more on the sides. But ones like Orlik, for example, it just, when I take a nice puff of it in my mouth, I can taste it all over my tongue, even in the sides of my cheeks. It's just wonderful. It just fills your mouth with a wonderful flavor, and this is the same. This will fill my mouth. Whatever's in here, whatever's burning, I can taste it on every part of my palate, and that just gives it a nice full experience. Because really, not all tobaccos are like that. Not all tobaccos give you a full flavor experience like that. I mean, this is if you want to get into pipe smoking and you're coming from cigarettes or cigars. I've never smoked cigarettes before, but cigars I have. This is such an exemplary tobacco that you can never experience outside of pipe smoking. It is, to me, you'll never have a pipe tobacco experience like this. I'm sorry, you'll never have a tobacco experience like this outside of using a pipe. Because this straight Virginia is just exemplifies this type of leaf. It's so different than cigar leaf. It's not dark and strong and creamy like a lot of cigar leaves are, but it is just like sweet grass. It's medium light, full of flavor. It's just so different than cigar or cigarette tobacco, or a lot of aromatics or Englishes. It's just perfect. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with this tobacco. It's only good. It's delicious right from a fresh tin. I mean, I technically can't speak to that because my tin was 2 years old, sealed. But even those sealed tins they don't age very quickly if they're still sealed. But yeah, this has changed in a month. Nice and sweet now. And not a sweetness that's cloying. Oh, another thing I'll say about this. it doesn't have a strong smell like some tobaccos might. Like if you smoke Latakia or dark-fired Virginia, or even some straight Virginias, the smell, like even Orlick, I get a very, unfortunately with Orlick, I feel like I smell more like a cigarette after smoking a bowl of Orlick, which is unfortunate. Not a lot of pipe tobaccos do that, but this one, I don't smell like a cigarette after, and the flavor that's in my mouth, the flavor does last all day, but it's not a cloying sweetness, I would say, but it's just a wonderful flavor that I do not mind having in my mouth all day. And it doesn't really compete with anything I'm eating or drinking. Oh. And one more thing. Wow, this is just really good. I can't believe how sweet this has become. It really was not like this at all. Wow. That is probably the best pipe of Virginia I've ever had at this point. Because if you watch my other videos, I've done a few Virginias, I've smoked a lot, and boy, this is just ticking all the boxes for me. This is ticking all the boxes. It's just one notch above Orlick, one notch above Samuel Gawith Full Virginia Flake for me. It's so refined. It's so wonderful. And if you don't know, this is completely natural. There's no toppings added. And I believe it's got the lightest of light casings possible that they could possibly use to help preserve or bring out the natural tobacco flavors. And I'm going to show you a little tip. You know your pipe tool? This is especially handy when you have a pipe that's got a round bottom. You can't set it down. You know, if you never knew this, you can use your pipe tool as a stand. And what I mean is you just stick it on the table like this, and then you set your pipe inside of it. And that'll prop your pipe up quite nicely. See that? You just fold it out into a V. I can't see because the sun glare is so high. And you can prop your pipe on your pipe tool. So you never need a pipe stand, because usually when you set your pipe down, you're not tamping it. So let me see if I can show you. Can you see that? I can't even see see that? You just make a little V shape and you can put any pipe on your pipe tool. There's a little tidbit. Let's see if that goes viral. Anyway. Oh man. Hey, let me know in the comments what your favorite Virginia is. I'm looking forward to trying a number of Virginias soon, and I've really gotten into the Gawith line more recently, and the Gawith Hogarth line, and I'm looking forward to trying some of these Lakelands. I'm at this point, I'm like, it's only uphill from here. I'm not afraid of Lakeland Essence or anything like that. It's just silly. It's like when people are saying you should be afraid of Nightcap. It's a strong, dark Latakia bomb and this and that, and I tried it. No, don't be afraid of any tobaccos, unless you really are like sensitive to nicotine with certain things. But honestly, when it comes to pipe tobacco, nothing is going to be quite on par, in my opinion, as like a meaty cigar. So I really enjoyed Cascadia Vertical Limit, and that's a very nicotine strong blend, very full, rich, cigar-like profile. Amazing. It is strong. It is a strong nicotine. But there's nothing to be afraid of where you're going to have a small bowl of it and it's going to knock you out. I mean, unless you're a super nicotine lightweight, which is totally fine. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. This is dang good. If you've not tried HH Pure Virginia, you owe it to yourself. And just trust me when I say, if you order it and your first bowl of it you don't like, then either try folding it and stuffing it or rubbing it out. Do it a way that you didn't do. Try it in a different pipe. And once you taste it in the right scenario, it'll blow your mind with how smooth and good and just delicious this tobacco is, and consistent. And you shouldn't get any tongue bite from it. Shouldn't get any negatives. Oh, man, it's just so darn good. I know this is going a little long, but I will say that it doesn't evolve throughout the bowl so much. The only change you're going to get as you smoke this down is the flavor that's already there. It's just going to get stronger. It's just going to build on itself. And that's a plus. That's definitely a plus. Now, I've smoked this in a number of different pipes, and it's been consistently delicious in every single one. So, anyway, that's all for today. God bless you guys, and I have another review coming up soon. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I've got another tobacco order in this month, a small order. So there's going to be a lot more blends to review, and at some point this month coming up, I'll go through my cellar a little bit, show you what it looks like and how I sort of pack my pipes and my tools and things, and my little carry-out pouch, and that'll be fun. All right, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this bowl because it is so good. I got about a flake and a half stuffed in here. It's a pretty good size bowl. And all right, God bless you guys. Talk to you soon. See ya.